This is week 7 following the Artist's Way book. So I'm halfway through, which is incredible. I've struggled with consistency, so this is a good sign. So this week's exercises were there were a lot more exercises about drawing and painting that I was not able to finish them all, so I'm planning to continue doing the exercises in the 8th week, but I did a few of them. The ones that I did, I really enjoyed them, so I'm looking forward to doing the rest of the exercises. So in this part, the author writes about perfectionism, and she explains how perfectionism it's not a friend of creativity. When you are being creative, perfectionism is like, no, don't go that way because that's too risky, or better do these other things so you don't let the creativity flow and you stop yourself. Like perfectionism, it's like being scared of failure, but all you do it's like head to failure. Doesn't necessarily mean like you're gonna fail just because you're a perfectionist, but you're not gonna be as creative because you have to do things in a certain way and you have to be in control all the time. And I feel creativity it's totally the opposite. Like you have to stop having the control and just create without any limits, without thinking, without anything. Just create. Something that the author says in the book that caught my attention was for the perfectionist, the first versions do not exist, not even the drafts or the warming exercises. And every version needs to be the final version. I felt really identified with that because I have I had been like that, and I feel I still am like that. I think I've never finished a sketchbook because there's too many. I feel like sketchbooks are just for like drawing and studying and learning how to draw or just get better, right? Just like practice. So I didn't feel like, oh, I want to continue practicing. Like I want to create like the final version. So I've always created, painted the final version, and that's it. Like I have a bunch of sketchbooks, but like none of them are finished. I had gone like pretty far in some of them, like almost done, but like not done at all. Now I'm trying to actually finish one, and I've been using sketchbook for the artist dates, so I'm planning on continue doing all these, like automatic drawing and just like sketches and stuff in that one, and hopefully, I guess I will finish it. I hope. One of the exercises that I also had to do this week was one about jealousy. It was about writing the name of the person that you're jealous of and then what they do and how you can get to where they are. And I thought about someone that I see her videos on Instagram. It's not like I'm jealous of her. When I see her videos, it's like I would like to get to be like that. Like it's like this feeling like, oh, I want to be like that because she seems like she has all the like her videos and everything just like well structured, like everything it's planned and done well and it looks good, and she's an artist, she's a painter. And when I see her videos, it's like that's so cool, like she has gone so far. And one of the things that I thought about it's that when we see other people we are seeing like a version and we're seeing that moment in time, but like we're not seeing all the history of that person. We're not seeing how that person got to where they are because there's always a path, there's always like a story of how they have gone through things, issues, and struggles and stuff. We are just in that version where they are finally getting somewhere or they have finally found their thing and how to do everything, how they figure it out. And we just see that. So sometimes when we see those things, it's like, or we feel bad because we're like, oh, I'm not there yet, or we feel inspired. And usually when I see those things, it's like, I feel like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like mad at myself. Like I want to be there and I have tried to, but like the thing is you got to keep trying, right? And then the next part was the things that why we feel jealous about that person, and it will be because she seems, how to say it, like she has everything figured out, like, right, like her style, her the style of her videos and everything, it's well planned and structured. And then the next column, the next part, the third part, it's like, how can I get there? And that part I wrote, put my art for sale and create videos. It's basically that, because she's selling her art and she's creating videos. So it's like I just have to do that. And I just have to like figure it out myself, like my style and the things that I want to do, and then just keep doing that. Another thing that I figured out this week, and I was watching a video on TikTok, and the video was about a guy that he was talking about. It was about like the money mindset, how he believed he could be a millionaire. I think it was called the Bashar method. If you want to look it up, there were years, like 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. The sentence that he chose was like, I believe I can be a millionaire. He put 20 years. Can I be a millionaire? Yes. 10 years. Can I be a millionaire? Yes. 5 years. Can I be a millionaire? Mm, doubts. 2 years. Can I be a millionaire? Can I? Then that way you ask yourself, like, why do I feel I can't be a millionaire in 2 years? Because money takes time, for example. And there's where I was like, okay, that's something that I feel I have linked with money, is that money takes time. Like, you can't be a millionaire tomorrow because you gotta work for it. So there's these things. So that's something I wanted to mention because it's really important how we have these things linked together. And money doesn't necessarily has to be connected to time. This weekend, I went to a bubble hotel. I don't know if it's called like that in English, but it's like these places, these like these rooms. They look like a bubble. They are in the middle of nowhere. You can see the stars at night. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I went there with my boyfriend. We had fun. It was an experience. I think I liked it, but I thought it was fine just for one night, because two or one day, because 2 days or 2 nights, I feel it's like way too much, because it's just like a room, like you're in a room and you don't have much. There was a telescope, but it was not a cool telescope. It was not good. It was not good. I saw the moon. It didn't get close. I wanted to see the moon in detail. Like, no, it was blurry. Mm, it was not cool. And I didn't try to see the stars because they were not. I feel like they were not gonna look good, and it was kind of cloudy. And then at night it rained. I really liked it because I you could hear the rain, and I really liked it. And something else that I really liked, it was that the bed had curtains like all over it, and you could close them, and it felt like really cozy. I really liked that. When we got there, it was kind of cold. Like, it's been really cold these days, right? So the inside the bubble, it was really cold. At night, we were freezing, and we had to call someone to come and fix the heater, and the person fixed it, and then it finally felt fine. I didn't journal that day. Yeah, some when I go out, I don't do the things that I usually do. Like when I went to Costa Rica, I didn't journal. I think I journaled once, and that was it, because there was a lot that I needed to like write it, so I didn't forget it. But apart from that, I only did it once, and then I came back. I have journal every day. It was on Sunday. I didn't journal at all, and then on Monday I did journal about what happened. What can I say? I guess it's fine to not journal sometimes. And more if maybe you're having fun and you're distracted and you're enjoying, I think it's fine. And if you feel overwhelmed, scared, angry, sad while being outside, doing, traveling, enjoying, you can journal. You can always journal. I took my journal with me, I just didn't use it. So for the exercises, the first one was to write a sentence, and I wrote it in Spanish because I'm reading the book in Spanish, and the phrase, the sentence says, tratarme con un objeto precioso me hará fuerte, which means treating me like a precious object will make me strong. I did that with, I think I said it last week. I bought Crayolas and I bought paper because I needed it. I needed to explore the Crayola world because I didn't like it when I was little. Because the same thing with pencils, they always left like these white spaces that I can't, I didn't like it. Now I'm like, I'm just exploring. It's fine, and I've been able to explore and draw with it, but I still, there's, it's not filling every every part of the paper, but it's fine. I can handle it. There's also another exercise about listening to music and then like doodling, and I'm excited for that one because I didn't do it because I want to find new music. So I want to explore first and find music that I like, that I enjoy, and it's more like instrumental music instead of like music with lyrics and stuff or people singing. Or if there's people singing, I want it to be more like harmonies and just like voices, like in the back, kind of like how grime sound. If you have any suggestions of which songs I could listen to, I would, I'm really happy if you can let me know. And then there was another exercise about a collage, and I feel with this collage you're gonna see, I still see, I'm really like, I have to follow like a structure. Everything has to look like nice and in place. And I kind of want to repeat this exercise and be more messy and just do things like because they look good or because it feels right to do it that way. This one, feel I thought more about it and how to do it and how to structure it, but it's fine. I'm learning. I feel this next week, week 8, I'm gonna try to do another collage and be more messy.